Welcome, it's Denome. And this market update is going to be an interesting one because I do believe that this is a fake pump. So in my previous video, I said, well, let's actually go to the daily view. In my previous video, I said that this is highly likely to actually go to the upside for a short-term pump. And the reason was that we had this RSI divergence here. So we had a lower low on the RSI, which is the momentum indicator, while we had a higher low on the actual chart, which is signaling that a reversal is about to happen or likely to happen. So I was expecting a pump, and we had the pump already, which is quite nice. But right now, I think that the pump is slowing down, and we will head to touch the downside one more time. So I don't know if we're gonna break the 56k or 57k or not, and go all the way to 48k. I would like that, but let's see if that will happen or not. But I have already sold a little bit of my my Bitcoin that I had for the short-term trading strategy that I'm doing as well. But the highest I see the pump going is up to this RSI top here. So I believe that RSI will still keep inside this RSI line here, and that will basically be the top. So that could be this. Let me go back to the 4-hour chart. So it could be this top here, so 6.5k, or the next level would be roughly right about here, which is like 66k. So one of those levels is gonna be probably the top for Bitcoin, and I would like to be surprised. I would like to see Bitcoin going to the upside immediately, but I don't think right now the market is at a place where we will see a lot of bullish momentum, because we are in the bear zone, in my opinion. Doesn't mean that Bitcoin just will completely fall flat. We didn't have a lot of upside so far. We barely making any all-time highs in the charts at all. So just kind of just waiting out the election, basically, because we need some new stimulus in the markets. Like we've talked in the previous videos, that there's highly likely that a recession is coming. It's probably already here, but the governments are just afraid to actually announce it, because we have the wars going on. Europe is trying to act tough. USA is trying to act tough, and they don't want to show any weaknesses, so they are trying to hide the recession. But it is looming there. The house sales are falling down. Basically, the cost of living is falling down. We had a short-term pump in the real world, and euphoria from the ease of COVID restrictions and the trade coming back online. And now I'm even seeing some reports that even flying is going back to regular levels finally. But still, the economy is not doing good, and the economy is lacking stimulus, and the financial markets especially are lacking stimulus. So when we actually go and take a look at the global liquidity, which is the M2 money supply, you can see here that since 2008 we have been supported by this bottom here, and we're absolutely just breaking and touching this level. So within the next 1 month or two, we should see, or even could be in the next week or so, this structure might actually fail, or we actually pump to the upside and we have new liquidity coming to the market. So this is a very critical moment in time. What will the governments do? But because at the surface level everything seems normal, I don't think the stimulus is coming on time. So I do believe that there's a chance that the markets will just fall down first before we see new liquidity coming to the markets. And that's basically my expectation. Obviously that may not happen, but that's my current expectation. Obviously there are people like Henrik Zeberg, who I follow. I think he makes very good content, and he always kind of contradicts what I think. So I want to follow him. He gives great ideas, and one of his ideas right now is that we're currently in a bear trap, basically trying to take me out from my positions. But they don't know that I will be buying back to Bitcoin at least finally when a new all-time high is breached. But anyway, I don't believe that this is a bear trap. I think this is more like a bull trap right now, and we're headed lower. But I don't think the panic will be as big this time around in Bitcoin, because we haven't had crazy gains on this cycle. So basically my answer to this post here is that I love this idea, but where do you think the liquidity is coming from? Because that's the thing, we need liquidity for markets to pump when stock markets are at an all-time high already, but we haven't seen any new liquidity come to the market for the last 2 years. I'm just curious, where is the liquidity coming from when the retail investors are completely spent and they are spending credit cards to actually just pay for their living? I don't think people are gonna enter into a mania phase. I just don't see it coming true. So as people even comment on my post here, I think it's quite interesting when these people follow the people who are very, very bullish. They obviously just say that, okay, where is it coming from? I'm saying retail, but do retail investors have liquidity and thirst for greedy gains this cycle? To which I'm not really getting an answer. Need the Fed to pivot and lower rates, then there will be liquidity, but none yet. And this one I do agree with completely, that something needs to change for markets to actually push higher, to drive the prices higher. The release of liquidity at the top may come from multiple channels, including retail, personal consumption, investment, government spending, etc. Okay, but do we have any concrete reason where it might come and why? Because this is just speculation that, yeah, obviously, because we are headed higher, the liquidity will come. I'm just asking, okay, but where will it come? Obviously, nobody can know for sure, but I would at least like to see indicators that where this money is supposedly gonna come to create this blow of top event. Same as all the other times, Tether printing money out of thin air. Well, there's a problem with that, because when we go over to the Santiment tool, which I use to basically look under the hood of Bitcoin, we can actually track the stablecoin market caps. And when we take a look at the stablecoin market caps, you can see that it peaked here at $151.77 billion, and it has basically been flat. And now we even saw a sell-off event for stablecoins. So now we're at 150 billion stablecoins, which is the same as we were just 1 month ago. So we haven't had any more stablecoins. So Tether is not printing money, as it seems, or maybe it's printing money, but at the same time USDC is not creating USDC. So I'm currently just not seeing more liquidity come to the market. So I have to be looking at the reality and think that this is not bullish. And when we actually take a look at the different wallet sizes, I also said that one of the reasons why I was expecting this pull to the upside was that we saw big money basically buy Bitcoin here on this chart. So we saw a significant difference here on the red line, which is the 10,000 to 100,000 wallets, 100,000 Bitcoin wallets. And previously we had 102 of them. And during this bottom here, we had 104 wallets that had over 10,000 Bitcoin. And now, and as you can see during this pump, these guys already sold. So they made their money. You can see the pink line just steadily going down as well. So I think these guys sold the pump already. So that's why I'm just expecting or another reason why I'm expecting a pullback after this pump. Something else interesting here, not really, the miners are not selling, so at least that's going our way. So this is nice. So there's that. And when we take a look at the ETFs of funds, you can see a little bit more selling come back to the market here. How much is this? $73 million inflow. So we are seeing some interest in the ETFs, but not huge amounts. But we are seeing some interest, some inflow. So that's always nice. But overall, that's basically why I'm thinking that this pump is fake and we are headed for lower. That's at least my expectation. So we have a chance to go to 57K, and that will be an optimal buying area. If we fall below that, then anything basically below 52K, 53K, which is my next buy level, that's another key point of interest, and 49K. Even now, I don't think the the momentum is there to actually go even lower than that. It could always happen, but this is just basically me calling out this local top at least. So do whatever you want with this information. I could be completely wrong here. Obviously, these whales and these wallets can just buy back at any given moment, so that can always happen. But I like to keep a level head when things are not going my way. I do have to change my strategy and my thinking. But when things go my way, then I just have to stick to it. But right now, I'm just not seeing things go my way or things going the bullish way for Bitcoin. So I have to basically call it out. So that's basically my thinking for Bitcoin right now. So I think we are unfortunately headed for lower Bitcoin prices for at least in the short term. And until we see some new liquidity come to the market, something change, some kind of bullishness appear from somewhere, then I might just flip bullish once again. But that's not the situation yet, so here we are. Anyway, that's it for this market update, and I hope you like this, even though the news may not be as fun as you might want. But if you like these kind of updates, reality checks, then you may want to actually follow me and like this video, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks, and bye bye.